All right, so you're thinking about a new CRM and kind of wondering, like, does local biz domination really, stand up to the hype, especially compared to like a big name like Thryv?
Yeah, that's a really common question. We hear a lot, especially from local businesses trying to figure out, which way to go.
Yeah, for sure. And we actually dug into this article, Local Biz Domination versus Thrive. Why smart local businesses are making the switch. Pretty bold title, right?
Definitely attention grabbing.
And spoiler alert, they are team local biz domination. But even with that, obvious bias, we're going to break it down and see if we can find some useful insights for you.
Absolutely, because even when someone's leaning one way, you can still pick out those little details, those golden nuggets that actually apply to any business.
Exactly. So one thing this article really hammers home is that local biz domination is about like the whole customer journey, not just like a glorified address book.
Right. It's more than just contact management. It's about managing the entire relationship.
Yeah, they even mentioned something called pipeline management. Is that something most local businesses even need to worry about?
It's funny you should mention that because a lot of times entrepreneurs, especially when they're first starting out, they're so in the weeds of the day-to-day that they don't even realize they need it until things start to slip through the cracks. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's like, imagine you're a salon owner, okay? Someone hears about you on Instagram, they check out your website, they book a consultation, they love it, and then boom, they book their first appointment. Each of those steps, that's part of your pipeline.
So it's like a roadmap for your sales process.
Exactly. And local biz domination helps you visualize that roadmap.
That's super helpful.
So you can see where people are dropping off, where the bottlenecks are, and then optimize it to get more people to that final booking stage.
And the article kind of implied that Thrive doesn't quite have that same level of, built-in pipeline management.
Yeah, it sounds like local biz domination really tries to be a one-stop shop for everything, while Thrive might need some extra tools or integrations.
Which makes sense. They're a bigger company. They probably have like a whole ecosystem of products.
Right. And that could be great for some businesses, but it can also get really expensive.
Okay, so maybe local biz domination is the way to go if you're on a tight budget.
Possibly. But it's too early to say for sure. We need to look at all the factors.
True, true. Okay, but before we get too deep in the weeds, let's talk about something that got me kind of pumped about local biz domination marketing automation.
Oh, yeah. They make a big deal about that.
Yeah, they're all about like emails, texts, social media, all automated and managed in one place, which to me sounds like a dream come true.
It's definitely appealing for busy business owners who don't have time to be juggling a million different
Right,
platforms.
because you got to reach your customers where they're at. Not everyone's checking their email every 5 seconds, right?
Exactly. Some people live on Instagram, others prefer text messages, and trying to manage all that manually can be a nightmare.
Okay, so local biz domination is like, hey, we got you covered. We'll be your marketing assistant.
Kind of like that silent partner who's always working behind the scenes.
I like the sound of that. So speaking of making life easier, how does scheduling work with these two? Because I know that's a big one for a lot of local businesses.
Yeah, both platforms offer appointment booking, but the article made a big deal about local biz dominations, like seamless integration, which is a phrase you'll hear a lot from them.
Okay, what does that actually mean in practice?
So say someone books a consultation through your website with local biz domination. It can automatically send them a confirmation email, maybe a reminder text the day before, and then even follow up with a thank you note or a special offer afterwards.
So basically, it's taking care of all that back and forth that you normally have to do yourself like a built-in receptionist.
Exactly. It's all about automating those touch points to create a really smooth customer experience.
I like it. I like it. And this is where that whole seamless integration thing really comes into play, right, with reputation management. Because, like, we all know online reviews can be make or break for a local business.
Oh, tell me about it. One bad review can feel like the end of the world sometimes.
Right. So, like, how does local biz domination handle that?
Well, imagine this. A customer leaves a not-so-great review. Maybe they had a long wait time or something. Local biz domination can actually be set up to automatically send them a personalized apology, maybe even offer a discount on their next visit, as a way to smooth things over.
Oh, wow. So it's like turning that negative into a positive.
Exactly. It's all about being proactive and showing the customer that you care.
Okay. That's pretty slick. Does Thrive offer anything similar for reputation management?
They do. They definitely have tools for managing your online reputation. But from what I've seen, local biz domination's approach is a lot more integrated, like it's baked into the whole system.
Right, right. Because they're all about that whole customer journey thing.
Exactly. It's not just an afterthought. It's part of their whole philosophy.
Gotcha. Okay. So what else got this article's marketing juices flowing? Oh, yeah. Sales funnels. I gotta be honest, that one always sounded a little bit like jargon to me.
I know it does sound a bit like something you'd hear a used car salesman say, but it's actually a really simple concept at its core.
Okay, I'm listening. Break it down for me.
So basically, a sales funnel is just a way of guiding your customer towards making a purchase. It's like a roadmap for their buying journey.
Okay, I think I'm starting to get it, but give me an example. Like, how would a sales funnel actually work for, say, a local photographer?
Sure, so let's say you're a photographer who specializes in family portraits. You could create a free guide on like how to prepare for the perfect family photo shoot and offer it on your website in exchange for an email address that's the top of your funnel.
Okay, so you're offering something valuable to entice people to give you their contact info.
Exactly. And once they're in the funnel, you can start sending them targeted emails,
Yeah.
showcasing your work, maybe some testimonials from happy families, really building that trust and desire.
So it's like you're nurturing those leads over time.
Exactly. And by the time they reach the bottom of the funnel, they're ready to book a session with you.
Wow. That's actually really clever. And Local Biz Domination lets you build these funnels directly within the platform.
That's what it sounds like. They even mentioned website building too. Like they're really trying to be a one-stop shop for all your online marketing needs.
Wow. So it's like they're trying to replace like 5 different tools with just one.
Pretty much. And for some businesses, that could be a game changer, especially if you're just starting out and don't have a huge budget for a bunch of different subscriptions.
Right, because those monthly fees can really add up.
Tell me about it.
So it sounds like Local Biz Domination is all about simplicity and affordability.
It seems that way, but we'll have
Yeah.
to dig a little deeper into their pricing structure to see if it really holds up.
So it sounds like with Local Biz Domination, you're not just paying for the software, you're paying for like the whole philosophy.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. They've really bought into this idea of like a holistic approach to running your business.
Interesting. And I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? If it works, it works.
Yeah. Exactly. It all comes down to whether their philosophy aligns with yours and whether their tools actually deliver on their promises.
Right. Because a slick sales pitch only gets you so far. You need the substance to back it up.
Absolutely. And that's where it's important to look beyond the marketing and really dig into the features and see if they align with your specific needs.
Okay. So for those of us who are ready to dig into the features, where do we even start? Like, what are some key things to look for when you're comparing Local Biz Domination and Thryv head to head?
Well, first off, I'd say think about your budget, because while both platforms might seem affordable at first glance, there can be some hidden costs.
Oh, yeah, like what?
Well, with Thryv, for example, they have a tiered pricing structure.
Yeah.
So the more features you want, the more you're going to pay. And they have a lot of add-ons too, so it can be easy to start racking up those monthly fees.
Okay, so that's something to watch out for. What about Local Biz Domination? Do they have any pricing gotchas we should know about?
From what I've seen, their pricing is a lot more straightforward. Like they have a single plan with all the features included, which can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what you're looking for.
Right, because you might end up paying for a bunch of stuff you don't even need.
Exactly. So it's all about figuring out what's essential for your business and then comparing the two platforms based on those must-have features.
Okay, so budget is a big one. What else should we be talking about?
Ease of use is huge, especially if you're not super tech savvy. You want a platform that's intuitive and easy to navigate. You don't want to spend hours just trying to figure out how to send an email.
Yeah, for sure. And I imagine customer support is important too, because what happens when you inevitably run into a problem?
Oh, absolutely. You want to make sure there's someone there to help you troubleshoot and answer your questions in a timely manner.
Right. Because the last thing you need is to be stuck on hold with some automated system when you've got a million other things on your plate.
Exactly. You want to feel like you have a partner in your corner, someone who's invested in your success.
Okay, so budget, ease of use, customer support, those are all super important. Anything else we should be considering before we make our final decision?
Well, I think it's always a good idea to check out some reviews from other local businesses.
Yeah.
See what real users are saying about their experiences with both platforms.
Oh, yeah. That's a great tip because those reviews can give you some really valuable insights that you might not find anywhere else.
Exactly. And don't just look at the 5-star reviews. Either pay attention to the negative ones too, because those can often reveal a lot about the platform's weaknesses.
Right. It's all about getting the full picture, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, you want to make an informed decision that's right for your business.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, there you have it, folks. A crash course in local biz domination versus Thryv. We've covered a lot of ground today, but hopefully you're walking away with a better understanding of what each platform brings to the table, and more importantly, what to look for in a CRM that can really help your business thrive.
Absolutely. And remember, there's no one right answer.
Yeah.
It all comes down to your unique needs and priorities.
Exactly. So do your research, compare your options, and choose the CRM that you feel confident will help you take your business to the next level.
And don't be afraid to experiment a little either. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Sometimes you got to just dive in and see what works.
Exactly. Because the best way to learn is by doing.
Words to live by. Well said, my friend. Well said. Hey, thanks so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure picking your brain as always.
The pleasure was all mine. Always happy to talk shop.
All right, folks, that's a wrap on another episode of The Deep Dive. We'll catch you next time for more insights and analysis on all things business and marketing. Until then, keep hustling, keep growing, and we'll see you at the top.